What Harry Potter house would you be in? It's definitely a big question that many of us who are Harry Potter fans, have grown up with Harry Potter, know Harry Potter well, have thought about probably multiple times throughout our lives. I'm from the UK. I was born in 1993, a few years before the first Harry Potter book came out, and the final Harry Potter film came out in 2011 in the UK, just before I went to university. So I can very safely say I grew up with Harry Potter. As a child, as a teenager, I was in love with it. I knew all of the books, I knew the films. As a child, I would role play it with friends. I would imagine myself in the story. I played video games. I knew the franchise so well. And obviously it was the same for many people in my generation and continuing right through to today. I think with Harry Potter, obviously it's a fantasy story, but it's also got so many elements from real life. So growing up, coming of age, love, friendship. That's why it can be related to by so many people and it's so popular. I became an adult and life gets busy, so I didn't spend as much time with Harry Potter, but obviously throughout your life things happen, so new events will happen and you'll remember it again. So I think most recently, I'm a teacher now, so I spend a lot of time with young children and I live in China now. So last semester at my school, for the first day of our semester, we had a Harry Potter themed day, which was really fun. So all the students and teachers dressed up as Harry Potter characters. I was Snape, so that was definitely a great experience and perhaps a topic for another video. Snape, obviously a very complex, very great character in Harry Potter. So we all dressed up and then at school we had a big celebration together in our hall. It's a kindergarten, so the students are from age 2 to age 6. We played lots of games and then in our classes we had the option to do things. So in my class we had a sorting ceremony and we also, because I was Snape, we found lots of science, or lots of liquids and some stones, loose materials, and we made our own potions. So that was definitely good fun. And for all the teachers out there, perhaps Harry Potter themed ideas, Harry Potter themed classes is another topic we could discuss sometime. But yeah, so what really stood out to me that day was, again, like I say, in our class we had a sorting ceremony, and in my class, just of 14 students, we had every single house, all 4 houses represented in the clothes students were wearing in the Hogwarts uniforms they bought. So the diversity I really liked. It meant when we were talking about it, we were able to talk about all 4 of the houses. I was able to show the students we're all different and that's okay, which was a great learning experience in itself. And that evening when I was communicating with parents, I definitely made a point of the boy who was dressed up in a Hufflepuff costume. I said, yeah, I'm really happy that we had a Hufflepuff. He was a Hufflepuff. And his mum was really happy as well. She's a big fan of Hufflepuff. So that evening, obviously from that day, all my love for Harry Potter came back to me. And so I went onto the harrypotter.com website and I felt, why not? Let's do a test. Let's see what house I would be in. I did the test. Obviously, in any sort of test like this, you have to make sure you're not being biased. You're being honest with yourself. You're answering the questions honestly. So I went through it, and at the end, I clicked the finish button, and Hufflepuff came out. So yeah, that got me thinking. I researched it, and from that research, I'm so happy I got Hufflepuff. Knowing the Harry Potter books, it's often about Gryffindor and Slytherin. They're the houses we hear about a lot. Then with Ravenclaw, you yeah, obviously Ravenclaw's the house for people who are very, very maybe academically gifted, very, very smart. And so sometimes I feel because Hufflepuff, because it sometimes does get the reputation that it's the house that will take anyone, and so sometimes that can be interpreted the wrong way. It definitely doesn't mean Hufflepuff is not a great house, and J.K. Rowling says that herself. From my research into Hufflepuff, some of the qualities, some of the characteristics they have in all of their students are so great. It's patience, hard work, perseverance, genuinely wanting to help people, genuinely wanting to do a good thing, genuinely wanting to be loyal, to be noble, not worrying about what others think, not worrying about trying to prove themselves. All of those things are such great human qualities. Funnily enough, I was actually talking to one of my very, very close friends a few months ago. We're close friends, so it was a deep conversation. And yeah, the conversation actually made me realize that as a person, two of the qualities that I really cherish the most in people are, number one, genuinely being a nice person, genuinely wanting to help others, not worrying about helping someone without worrying about what's in it for you. And the second one, genuinely being happy to put your all into what you do, caring about the things you do, and being genuinely hardworking. And those really are the qualities of Hufflepuff. Hufflepuffs are patient, again another great quality. They're kind. And then going back to the idea of Hufflepuff being happy to have everyone, that again is such a great human quality, because being accepting of everyone, loving everyone, that's really what as humans we should all be aiming for. And Hufflepuff, they've also, going back to being noble, being good, being loyal, they've had the fewest dark wizards of all the houses. Their animal is a badger, which is an animal which is often underestimated, as it says on the harrypotter.com website. It's a very reserved animal, but when it's threatened, it can really stand up for itself. So all of these things really show who you are if you're a Hufflepuff. You're kind, you're noble, you want to help people, you will put your all, you will be yourself when it's necessary. And so actually, I was thinking even more deeply, and so as a person, I do genuinely like helping people, but another thing, another defining quality that's been part of me growing up and into adulthood is I am a very ambitious person. I do want to prove myself, I do want to do well. And so those two things, being very competitive, being ambitious, but then also wanting to help people, sometimes they can come into conflict, and that's actually has throughout my life created difficult situations and maybe caused me to act in ways I wouldn't always want to. And really it's only been over the last year, the last couple of years, I'm in my 30s now, that I've really started to make real big progress with that. So compared to what I used to be like, I worry far less about what others think. I worry far less about trying to show that I'm doing really well, and a lot more of my focus, which especially as a teacher, is genuinely on helping others, not trying to show who I am, but genuinely trying to help others, be patient, wanting to listen to them. So really the fact that being in Hufflepuff, attaining these characteristics, this patience, this genuine hard work, this not feeling I need to prove myself, not feeling I need to boast, the fact that this represents all of the work I've done in personal growth throughout my life, the fact that I've worked so hard to finally be getting here, that really shows just how great a house Hufflepuff is. But I think what I want you to take away from this video is, yes, I'm proud to be Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff is a great house, but actually all of the houses are great. And J.K. Rowling wants to say that too. All of the houses have produced great witches and wizards. All of the houses do have some really great qualities and have so much to offer. So that's something we should always remember. And then even taking that into the real world, everyone's different. Different people have different great characteristics, different great qualities, and we really do need everyone. We really do need all of these qualities. So it's a really, really important reflection that I've had. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and please do in the comments share your thoughts on Hufflepuff or any of the other houses. It would be great to have a Harry Potter or even broader related chat going on. And if you want any more Harry Potter videos in the future, please do let me know. For now, you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!